This Duncanson 35 is designed by Sparkman and Stevens, so they're extremely seaworthy. The hulls are like about this thick. It's the sort of quality build that you had back in 1985 they just don't do today. Let's go have a look. From the waterline up to the rail has been professionally resprayed about 6 months ago. That was a cost of about $7,000. All the bright wood, which is the wood outside, has been sanded back and re-lacquered with about 5 coats. The deck's also been recoated with 2-pack. The cockpit is extra roomy. You can fit about 3 people on each side, 2 at the back. But also in the middle is this really ingenious fold-out table that folds up where you can sit and enjoy some cheese and wine while the sun goes down. This boat's got all the extra things you need for long distance cruising. So it's got an autopilot, it's got solar, it's got a wind generator, it's got radar. It's also got davits on the back so you can lower your dinghy in and out. It's got a swing ladder as well. You can sail this solo, so everything gets controlled from here. And in addition to that, you can even control the anchor electrically up and down. Here you've got your wind instruments and your autopilot. Being 35 foot, there's a really roomy inside as well. So these cushions were replaced fairly recently, but it's high grain marine material, so it's really high quality. As you can see, inside is really lovely as well. So there's a quarter berth here. Then this dinette folds down and turns into a bed as well. And this as well turns into a bed. So this pulls out here and makes another bed there. And then forward in the V-berth, this is memory foam. So the V-berth is particularly comfortable because of that memory foam. The kitchen's great too. It's got a foot pump for salt water, and then you've got a fresh water here. It's got a 2-burner stove with an oven, but also the fridge is a really deep chest fridge. It's a generous size, so you can really load it up for those long distance trips. Even the head's quite good size too. So it's got the toilet, it's got a basin, it's got a shower. It's quite a good size as well. Just recently, these 4 USB points have been put in. Now these aren't the cheap ones. These are about $70 each, and they're strong enough to charge iPads. Recently, there's been about $3,000 spent on rewiring. So this has all been professionally rewired here to make sure the solar and the wind generator are always keeping the batteries charged up. And then over here, we've got some additional fuse trips as well to make sure it's completely wired safely. Over the last couple of years, a ridiculous amount of money has been invested in this Duncanson 35. It's absolutely ready to go, and whoever purchases it is going to get themselves a fantastic vessel at an exceptionally good price. There's a 17 horsepower Volvo diesel engine. It has done about 5,000 hours, but these things just are really hard to kill. A lot of money's been spent over the last couple of years to make sure it's always running at its best. Listen to this, just starts first time every time. That's a cold start. I'm not sure if you can hear that. That's a cold start. This will cruise along comfortably at about 5 knots for hours and hours, extremely economical as well. This was re-rigged in 2007, but it's extremely thick. Go and have a look at a production boat and see how thin the rigging is, and then come and have a look at this. This was checked about 6 months ago, and it's still in absolutely exceptional condition. Fairly recently, all the running rig was also replaced. Not that it was because it was needed, but just because it's something that we wanted to do. If you know your boats, you'll know that Sparkman and Stevens are renowned around the world for incredible designs. Duncansons are also renowned for being extremely well built. This boat has traveled extensively throughout Australia, throughout Papua New Guinea. If you're going to be doing ocean cruising, this is the sort of boat you want to be doing it in.